Hello, wonderful friends of life advice for you. As we step into this golden chapter of life, there's one undeniable truth. Our closets have turned into fashion museums, filled with relics from decades past. And let's be honest, how many times have you opened your closet, stared at a mountain of clothes and thought, I have nothing to wear, while your shelves are practically bursting at the seams? Research from Princeton University shows that cluttered spaces can increase stress levels and reduce focus. So, tidying up your wardrobe isn't just about organization, it's about freeing up mental space and making your life feel as light as a fall breeze. That's why today, I'm here to help you say goodbye to clothes that no longer serve you, so you can enjoy a clean, functional closet filled with outfits that actually fit your lifestyle. Now ask yourself, are you still holding on to clothes from the 90s, convinced that you'll wear them again once you lose a few pounds? Or maybe you've kept that old jacket because fashion trends always come back, yet 30 years later, it's still gathering dust? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most of us have historical artifacts in our closets that should probably be in a museum rather than taking up valuable space in our drawers. Today I'm here to help you reclaim that space and eliminate the frustration of wrestling with your wardrobe every morning. We're going to uncover 10 types of clothes you can confidently let go of right now. The result? A cleaner, stress-free closet that makes it easier to pick out clothes that actually make sense for your current lifestyle. If you enjoy practical, fun, and sometimes painfully accurate advice, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community at Life Advice for You. Let's declutter, refresh our wardrobes, and make space for more important things, like, say, shopping for new clothes. Stick around until the end of this video because I guarantee you'll have a few good laughs and the motivation to start decluttering right away. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits hiding in our closets: clothes that no longer fit. How did we end up with so many things we can't wear anymore? The answer is simple. Our bodies change over time, and that's completely normal. Maybe your once favorite blouse now feels a little snug in the shoulders. That pair of skinny jeans that used to make you feel fabulous now requires some serious breath holding to zip up. Or perhaps you still have that stunning dress you wore to your daughter's wedding. But let's be honest, it hasn't seen daylight in years. Sound familiar? You're not alone. This is just part of the incredible journey we're all on. We often hold on to these clothes not because they serve a purpose, but because they hold memories. Maybe it's the blazer you wore to work every day, the dress that made you feel glamorous at a special event, or a cozy sweater gifted by someone dear. But here's the real question. When was the last time you actually wore it? More importantly, does it bring you joy or just a twinge of disappointment when you realize it no longer fits? Take a look at your closet with a kind heart. If something no longer fits, pass it on to someone who can truly use it. There are so many people out there who would love a warm sweater or a well-made pair of pants. And when you do this, you're not just decluttering your wardrobe. You're freeing your mind, letting go of guilt, regret, or the pressure to fit into it again someday. Your body has changed, and that's not something to feel bad about. It's a reflection of a life well lived, full of hard work, raising families, and experiencing all the ups and downs that make you who you are today. Your body deserves gratitude, not guilt, for all it has carried you through. And here's the fun part. After clearing out the old, treat yourself to something new, something that makes you feel comfortable, confident, and perfect for the person you are now. Maybe it's a soft, cozy sweater, a dress that actually fits just right, or a pair of shoes that feel amazing to walk in. The best wardrobe is the one that serves you today, not the one that holds on to the past. By doing this, you're not just cleaning out your closet, you're making space for joy, comfort, and all the wonderful things ahead. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? Stick around, because next, we're going to talk about another type of clutter you can get rid of right away, and this one might just be lurking right under your feet. Now, let's talk about something that can significantly impact your quality of life: shoes. Our feet have carried us through many stages of life, from long workdays to special occasions like our children's weddings and playful moments with our grandchildren. But as we age, foot health becomes more important than ever. Wearing the wrong shoes isn't just uncomfortable, it can have serious consequences for your overall well-being. According to the American Podiatric Medical Association, APMA, nearly 80% of American adults experience foot problems, with ill-fitting shoes being one of the most common culprits. Shoes that are too tight, too stiff, or lack proper support can increase the risk of arthritis, bunions, heel pain, and knee joint degeneration. A study from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, also found that balance issues and falls are the leading cause of serious injuries in older adults, with around 36 million falls reported annually in the US alone. Wearing shoes that don't fit properly or lack good traction can increase your risk of falling, ultimately reducing confidence in mobility and limiting independence. Ask yourself, have you ever held on to a pair of shoes just because they were expensive or because you hoped they would break in over time? Or maybe you have a favorite pair, but every time you wear them, they cause blisters, foot pain, or even make it harder to balance. The truth is, uncomfortable shoes do more harm than good, especially for seniors. So what's the solution? Try a simple test. Take out every pair of shoes in your closet, put them on, and walk around for a few minutes. If you feel pain, discomfort, or instability, then it's time to let them go. Don't hold on to shoes that compromise your comfort and safety. Instead, invest in well-cushioned, non-slip, properly fitted shoes that support your arches and align with your foot shape. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that properly fitted, supportive shoes can reduce fall risk by up to 39% in older adults. And if you're worried that comfortable shoes mean sacrificing style, think again. Today's footwear market offers plenty of fashionable, supportive, and lightweight options that allow you to walk with both confidence and ease. Getting rid of uncomfortable shoes isn't just about decluttering your closet. It's about making an important decision to prioritize your health, mobility, and confidence. When your feet feel good, you move more freely, experience less pain, and enjoy daily activities without discomfort. Now, get ready, because up next, we're tackling another common clutter issue that might be hiding in plain sight, affecting your living space more than you realize. Now, let's talk about something we all have but rarely want to face: old, damaged clothes still sitting in our closets. You know exactly what I mean. That button-down shirt missing a button, the ripped pants you swore you'd fix, or the sweater with a stain that refuses to budge no matter how many times you wash it. If you're anything like me, you've probably told yourself, one day, I'll get around to fixing it. But let's be honest, how often does one day actually happen? I used to have a winter coat I absolutely loved. It had kept me warm for many years, but the zipper had broken, and I kept telling myself, I'll take it to get fixed next week. But years passed, and it just sat there, taking up space in my closet. Every time I saw it, it was a reminder of something unfinished, something I hadn't gotten around to. Then, I finally realized, I didn't need to keep it anymore. Instead of letting it sit unused, I donated it to a textile recycling program. The result? Not only did I free up space in my closet, but I also felt a sense of relief for finally letting go. I completely understand the guilt of letting go of something you once loved or spent a lot of money on. But the truth is, clothes that are too damaged to repair no longer serve you. Instead, they take up valuable space in your closet and in your mind. Every time you see them, instead of bringing you joy, they remind you of unfinished tasks, missed opportunities, or the way they used to be. That's not the kind of energy we want to carry with us every day. So how do we let go? Be honest with yourself. If that item has been damaged for years and you haven't fixed it yet, chances are you never will. And that's okay. Instead of letting it collect dust, find a way to repurpose it. An old button-down shirt can become the perfect cleaning rag, and a pair of ripped jeans can be cut into fabric scraps. Or better yet, look into textile recycling programs where old clothes can be transformed into something useful instead of ending up in landfills. Decluttering damaged clothes isn't just about making your closet tidier. It's about freeing your mind and focusing on what truly matters. Imagine opening your closet and seeing only clothes you love, that fit well, and that you can wear without any hesitation. A small change that makes a big difference. So what are you waiting for? It's time to say goodbye to clothes that no longer serve you, and make space for the things that truly add value to your life. Keep watching, because next, we're going to tackle another clothing category that you might not have thought about, but it's probably taking up more space than you realize. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you wore that shirt tucked away in the back of your closet, or those pants you swore you'd wear for a special occasion? If the answer is over a year ago, then it's time to have a serious conversation with those clothes. We often convince ourselves that we'll need them someday, but the truth is, if an outfit hasn't been worn through all 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, chances are it's just going to keep collecting dust for years to come. As we get older, our lifestyles change. Maybe you don't go out as often, or perhaps you now prioritize comfort over formal attire. And yet, we hold on to clothes out of habit, nostalgia, or the belief that we'll wear them again someday. But let's be honest, has that someday ever really arrived? I've been guilty of this myself. I once bought a beautiful coat, convinced it would be the star of my wardrobe. But year after year, it remained untouched, still with the tags on, making an appearance only when I rummaged through my closet and told myself, I'll wear it eventually. Finally, I decided to gift it to a friend, and when I saw the joy on her face, I realized something important. Letting go doesn't mean losing. It means giving something a new purpose. Instead of letting unworn clothes take up space and remind you of missed opportunities, think about the joy they could bring to someone else. That barely worn sweater, or those almost new shoes, could be a lifeline for someone who truly needs them. By decluttering these untouched clothes, you're not just freeing up physical space in your closet, you're also freeing your mind, allowing yourself to focus on what actually serves you in your life today. Imagine opening your closet every morning and seeing only clothes you love, that fit well, and make you feel amazing the moment you put them on. No more feeling overwhelmed, no more struggling to choose an outfit. Just simplicity, organization, and effortless decision-making. Sounds refreshing, doesn't it? So let's say goodbye to the clothes that no longer serve us and embrace the comfort and lightness of a decluttered, purposeful wardrobe. And stay with me, because next, we're going to dive into something even more emotional. Clothing that we keep, not because we wear it, but because of the memories attached to it. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Now let's talk about clothes that touch our hearts, the ones that are more than just fabric, the ones woven with stories, emotions, and pieces of our past. Maybe it's the dress your spouse always loved seeing you wear, the coat you wore to a cherished family reunion, or the shirt you put on for the job interview that changed your life. These clothes are not just outfits. They are snapshots of unforgettable moments, tied to emotions we hold dear. As we grow older, memories become even more precious, but holding on to too many keepsakes in the form of clothing can start to feel overwhelming. At first, these items bring joy, but over time, our closets start to look more like museums rather than practical spaces for our daily lives. Instead of making us happy, these clothes can fill us with nostalgia, regret, or even guilt. You may think, I can't get rid of this, it meant so much to me. But ask yourself, do you really need to keep the item itself to hold on to the memory? I once had a sweater my mother knitted for me during a particularly cold winter when I was young. It was a gift filled with love, and I kept it for years, even though it no longer fit and had started to wear out. Every time I saw it, I remembered her hands carefully knitting each stitch and the way she wrapped it around me, saying, "Stay warm, my dear." But one day, I realized my mother wasn't in the sweater. She was in my heart, in the memories I would never forget. So I took a beautiful photo of the sweater and then donated it to a charity, knowing someone else could still feel its warmth. The result? I didn't lose the memory. I gave it a new purpose, and in the process, I felt lighter. One of the best ways to honor these memories, without letting them take over our space, is to photograph the sentimental items. Capture an image of the dress you wore to your child's wedding, the coat that accompanied you through decades of work. The memories will still live on, even if the physical items do not. Then, choose one or two truly meaningful pieces to keep, something that still makes you smile every time you see it. Maybe it's a beloved scarf, or a blazer that reminds you of wonderful times. Let go of the rest with a grateful heart, knowing that they can bring warmth and happiness to someone else, rather than sitting forgotten in your closet. Decluttering these memory-laden clothes isn't about forgetting the past. It's about making space for new experiences, new memories, and a lighter, more peaceful heart. Life isn't just about what has been. It's about what we continue to create every day. Let your wardrobe reflect who you are today, rather than just the person you used to be. Stay with me, because up next, we're going to talk about another type of clutter. The kind that keeps us holding on to a future that may no longer serve us. Let's move forward together, with open hearts and a wardrobe filled with what truly brings us joy. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you have clothes in your closet that you're keeping for someday? Maybe it's a pair of jeans you hope to fit into again, or a dress you've been saving for a special occasion that never seems to come. You're not alone. According to a study from the UCLA Institute of Behavioral Science, the average person only wears about 20% of the clothes they own, while the remaining 80% just sit there waiting for a rare occasion to be worn. That means most of our closet space is taken up by items we rarely or never use. As we age, our lifestyle changes. Maybe you don't attend as many formal events as before, or you've transitioned to prioritizing comfort over dressy outfits. Yet, many people hold on to clothes due to feelings of guilt or social pressure, even when they know those items no longer serve them. A study from the American Psychological Association, APA, found that people who keep someday clothes tend to associate them with unfulfilled goals or an idealized version of themselves they feel they haven't achieved, which can create unconscious stress and negatively impact self-esteem. So, what's the solution? Let go of the clothes that no longer fit who you are today. If you haven't worn something in over a year, chances are you never will. Those jeans that won't zip up anymore, that button-up shirt that feels tighter every year, they do not define you, and they certainly shouldn't be a source of stress every time you open your closet. Instead of holding on to clothes that no longer suit your life, focus on wearing items that fit well, feel comfortable, and reflect your lifestyle now. A study from the University of North Carolina found that people who maintain a minimal, curated wardrobe of clothes they truly love tend to be happier, less stressed, and more confident in their appearance. And most importantly, what no longer fits you could be exactly what someone else needs. Donate the clothes you no longer wear. That unworn dress you've been holding on to might be a blessing to someone who truly needs it. By letting go of someday clothes, you're not just optimizing your wardrobe, you're creating a lighter, freer space, both physically and mentally, allowing yourself to focus on the life you're living today. Imagine a closet filled only with clothes you love, that fit perfectly, that are easy to choose from, and that make you feel amazing the moment you put them on. No more guilt, no more pressure. Just you, confident, comfortable, and fully embracing the present. Science has proven that simplifying your wardrobe reduces stress and improves overall well-being. So why not start today? Stay with me, because up next, we'll be tackling another type of clothing that might be adding unnecessary stress to your daily routine, without you even realizing it. Now let's talk about high-maintenance clothes, the ones that require special washing instructions, constant ironing, or even dry cleaning just to be wearable. Be honest, how many times have you pulled out a beautiful blouse from your closet, only to put it right back because you didn't want to deal with the hassle of hand washing or taking it to the dry cleaner? If you're anything like me, there are clothes in your wardrobe that have been untouched for years simply because they're too much trouble to maintain. At this stage of life, I crave simplicity. I don't have time to take better care of a shirt than I do of myself. That gorgeous silk blouse I once bought with such excitement, it needed to be hand-washed, laid flat to dry, ironed at a low temperature, and kept away from perfume. Honestly, who has the patience for that? The result? It sat in my closet for 2 years, never seeing the light of day. Our time and energy are too valuable to waste on high-maintenance clothing. Spending hours carefully washing a delicate sweater, pressing out the wrinkles on a pair of trousers, or worrying about whether a dress will shrink after washing just isn't worth it. If a piece of clothing requires too much effort just to be worn, it doesn't deserve space in your wardrobe. Take a realistic look at your closet. If an item demands too much upkeep, ask yourself, do I actually wear this? If the answer is no, then it's time to let it go. Instead, opt for durable, easy-care fabrics like cotton, knitwear, or blended materials. Ones that can handle whatever life throws your way without demanding too much in return. Getting rid of high-maintenance clothing not only makes your life easier, but it also turns getting dressed into a stress-free, enjoyable experience. No more standing in front of your closet wondering, should I wear this today, or will it take me all morning to iron it? Instead, you'll be able to effortlessly pick out clothes that are comfortable, stylish, and ready to wear at a moment's notice. And most importantly, you'll have more time to enjoy life instead of fussing over an overly complicated shirt. Now let's talk about those seasonal clothes we all have but rarely touch. Maybe it's a bulky winter coat from when you lived up north, a pile of scarves that hasn't seen daylight in years, or those heavy boots you can't even remember the last time you wore. If you've moved to a warmer climate, or simply don't spend as much time outdoors in cold weather, then it's time to ask yourself, why are these still in your closet? As we age, our lifestyles and needs change. Maybe you used to enjoy snowy adventures or chilly evening strolls, but now, the idea of staying warm and cozy indoors sounds a lot more appealing. And let's be honest, how many of those winter clothes do you actually wear? I used to hold on to a ridiculously thick winter coat just because you never know when I might need it. But guess what? I've lived in a warmer climate for over a decade and haven't worn it once. So why let these clothes take up valuable space? If you haven't worn a coat, sweater, or pair of boots in years, it's time to give them a new home. Consider donating them to charities or shelters, where people who truly need warmth during the colder months can benefit from them. And the best part? You're not just decluttering your closet, you're also bringing comfort and joy to someone else. Imagine opening your closet and seeing only clothes that fit your current climate and lifestyle, without being weighed down by bulky layers you never use. Everything becomes more organized, easier to find, and getting dressed in the morning becomes stress-free. A little decluttering can bring a surprising sense of relief. So if those winter clothes are just sitting there waiting for a day that may never come, let them go and transform your closet into a practical and functional space. And stay tuned, because next, we're tackling a mistake many of us make: keeping way too many duplicate items. Let's solve that problem next. My friends, decluttering your closet is not just about making space. It's about embracing who you are today. Let go of what no longer serves you, and create a wardrobe that brings you joy and ease every morning. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with others, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to Life Advice for You, so we can continue simplifying and enjoying this stage of life together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.